Hey everyone, how you guys doing? Grug's here, Legion Tactical Cutlery. Welcome back to another premiere, and I know what you guys are thinking. You're probably saying to yourself, but he just showed this knife. It's a little bit different. And I figure, another video for more content. What's everybody carrying today? Got my 704 Wildcat. Gonna be carrying this for the next few days or so. I like this knife. Did a review on it, go check it out. What is everybody carrying? Veterans, active military. I always just want to say thank you very much for your service. Enjoy this video. Okay, once again, this is the Weiluxu Drop Point fixed blade without a swedge. You notice that. This one has no swedge at all. All right, and basically the same specs as the last one, but I'm going to go over it anyway. Overall length, 10.15 inch, blade length, 5.87 inch. Blade steel, Stonewashed 420. It does come in the black, but I heard that the black is kind of, not done too well, according to the Amazon reviews. Blade thickness is approximately 4 millimeters. I'm still waiting for Amazon to send me my calipers. They're coming today. I'll update the blade thickness hopefully soon. I might even have to pause this if they decide to stop by. Handle length, 4.65 inch. Handle material, TPE, or they're calling it a Kray-Ex. Weight, 7.3 ounce. With the sheath, 9.3 ounce. And it features a hidden tang, lanyard hole. They're saying SecureEx, sheath, who knows, and nylon belt. Okay, good. Awesome, got that out of the way. Now, once again, I had some Amazon money, so I bought these Weiluxu, I don't know what they're called, knives just for the hell of it. I thought they were going to be good, but once I got them in my hand, I kind of realized that for the price, $40 is just way too much for these. And my man Isaac of Isaac Knives and Knowledge commented on the last video. He's basically like, I can get a cold steel SRK for 40 bucks. You're right, 100%. That's the way I would go for $40. Or SDOK EDC, or Gia Brother, or F and Grow, or Certivian, or GTKII even, man, So there's plenty of other knives. But again, I bought these. It's content. And I'm just going to show you in case there are some interested people, Go check out the reviews. There's like 5 reviews. It's pretty much favorable. But I just don't get the price, and I don't blame anybody, I wouldn't recommend getting these for $40. I just won't do it. I'm just showing you for the content, So let's take a look at this knife. Again, if you remember, the last knife had a swedge. This one has no swedge, and in fact, it's wide up here by the blade, and then it just tapers down slightly. Small sharpening choil. It's got the guard. It's pretty stiff, whatever this material is. I don't know if it's real Kray-Ex, but it's probably TPE, but it's stiff. I think it's going to protect you if you're doing some kind of a stabbing motion. They're saying Kray-Ex handle, TPE. It's got that rivet hole, just like the last knife. It is, I have to say, the fit and finish on the satin models, I don't know about the the black coated models, the fit and finish on the satin models is pretty decent. It looks like the grind lines are decent. Both knives that I received are sharp, pretty thick spine. I guess it's kind of sharp, the spine. A little bit of the nail material is coming off. I would have to test. A very, very comfortably molded handle. If it is a stick tang over here, then they molded it. But like the last one, this hump right here is freaking hard. I'm trying to push it in, see if it's a little on the spongy side. It's very, very hard, but very comfortable at the same time. So no matter if I hold it in a couple of different configurations, in the reverse grip, etc., feels good. I don't even feel the hot spot of the guard over there. It contours very nicely. Let me see. You could probably fit another finger in there, you know. Maybe two if you were also inclined to purchase something like this. Again, I wouldn't recommend it, not for the price. Not unless it came down to like at least 20 bucks. You know, I don't know. It is sharp, man. I'll tell you what. How long 420 is going to last, I don't know. You know, from this company, I don't know. I've tested out the Rough Rider series. Those are 420. They work great. So if the heat treat has done anything like that, you know, that's pretty good. The handle is comfortable. It's textured nicely now. Until I test it and I get my palms sweaty and stuff like that. I don't know if it's going to be grippy, slippery, you know, because I had one knife that had nylon fiberglass and it had these indentations, and then when it was filling up with sweat, it became slippery. So I wonder if this is going to be slippery or not. It has a lanyard hole, but it's a riveted hole, so I'm always worried about this failing, you know, gets loose and then back and forth sway. But I'm figuring I could put Chicago screws in here, fuck the lanyard, you know, and then it'll stay in place. Then put some glue, some epoxy or whatever in here. Worst comes to worst. I mean, I guess I'm going to use these just for the hell of it, you know. Keep a couple in my car, you know, one in my son's car, one in my car maybe. Maybe I'll test it out. I'm not sure. It is a nice high saber grind, man. I like that. I gotta say, I like that design right there, and probably typical design, unless somebody can think of, because I can't at this moment think of what company they copied this from. Again, let's take a look at the sheath. If you've seen the last video, the concept is good, the execution is eh. All right, I do like the pancake style sheath. I like the sheath because the concept is you can put the knife in, it's ambidextrous. All right, let me put the knife in, I'll show you. All right, so you can put it in that way. However, it's loose. It's loose and it's gonna come out. All right, so you need to use these straps to hold it in place. Now, if it was a little bit better sheath, now they're saying that this is SecureEx sheath, like Cold Steel SecureEx sheath. This one has back and forth play. Obviously, you saw that it pops out. The retention is not that good. But the concept, you know, is I like it. I like the concept. I mean, I would have let this go all the way through here and had another slot, you know, available. But as it is, this isn't so bad. You know, you get a little bit more versatility in mounting. All right, so the concept is good. I got to find another knife that might fit in here. I'm very curious to see if a similar sized width blade will fit in here. And with the snap should be okay. As I mentioned before, no screws. It's riveted in. I kind of wish it was screws. I kind of wish that this was Kray-Ex sandwiching in this nylon belt loop. But I got to tell you, this nylon belt loop is thick. It's a good quality nylon belt loop. It's thick. It's not cheesy. I don't know about the snap. The snap seems high quality. The strap where the snaps are is high quality. Just the rest of the sheath is on the mess side. You know what I mean? But the concept is good. The execution is bad. You know, if this would have been something done in Kray-Ex, man, that would have been nice. And this is, you know, like I mentioned before in the last video, drill this out. Put 2 pieces of Kray-Ex. I'm sure you could use a knife or something to cut it and make this a little bit better. You know, I kind of like this belt loop concept. I could see this going on all kinds of other knives that have the regular Chinese tech locks on there. So a little bit different sheath, you know. Still not worth no $40. I'll tell you that right now. Box. The box. I didn't show the box in the last video. Plain Jane box. There's nothing to this. There's no paperwork inside. There's just bubble wrap. That's it. So just a quick look at that box. I mean, just looking at the two knives, they look great. I mean, I think they look cool. But for $40, nope. Not doing it, man. You know, I mean, I wouldn't ask you guys to go out and buy them at all, you know. So maybe if I test them and they come through with flying colors, maybe, but I doubt it. I doubt it. Again, like I mentioned before, that Rough Rider big bear buoy, big black bear buoy, at the time was $22. I think it was the exact same steel, and people had tested out that buoy, and that buoy was phenomenal. So, I mean, I don't know how the heat treat is on these knives, but I gotta say, I kind of like the way they look. It's kind of one of the reasons why I bought these two knives. But once you got them in your hand, it was you know, I was like, oh man, you know. And it's good for content. I just wanted to show this to you guys. It's good for content. I'll leave links to Amazon. Just do research on it, you know, read the reviews, and then you make a decision from there. But who knows, maybe they'll come down in price, you know. I mean, I didn't see any of these brand name knives reviewed on YouTube, but then again, I didn't really look too hard. So I figured, let me review them. I still have time to send them back to Amazon. You know, I've got all the packaging, I've got everything. So if something pops up within the few months before the return that I want, I might send these knives back. So I'm not sure if I'm even going to use them. Sharpness, though, you know, like I mentioned before, this is a sharp knife, like the other knife that I had. Very, very sharp out of the box. All right, you are going to get sharp right out of the box. You know, it's making the curls. How long that's going to last, I don't know. Now, my Rough Rider knives, they last a pretty long time with the 420 that they got. I think they might be 420G. I don't know if there's big difference between this and that. But it's sharp out of the box, man. You know, let me see if I can make real thin. Very thin curls here. I really am. I mean, there you go, man. Just a small idea how sharp this comes out of the box. It's too bad. I mean, I see a lot of potential with these knives. If they would have made this in DC53 for $40, man, now that would have been a steal. You know, that would have been a good price. I wouldn't have cared if it was slipping out of the SecureEx sheath. I wouldn't have cared. DC53 steel, 50, you know, $40, maybe a little less because the handle is not my Carter or G10. Hell yeah, man, I would say, yeah, go for it. But, and again, I'm not a steel snob. I have nothing against 420. I have nothing against any steel. If they're done right, heat treat right, geometry angle right, they can be sharpened out in the field. Should be good, but you know, for the price, I wish I could say, yeah, man, for the price, this is good, but I don't know, man. I just don't think $40 is worth this. All right, troops, that's it. Rambled on long enough. This is my last video for today, and hopefully I'll have a couple of hardcore or hard use reviews on some other brand name knives that I showcased a couple of days ago or yesterday or whenever. So stay tuned. But today is Sunday. It's a day of relaxation and rest. And I hope everybody's enjoying their weekend. Let me bring awareness. Hashtag 22 a day. Hashtag 22 a day no more. There are veterans and active military who wants to get out of the service. They do face a lot of challenges. Unfortunately, one of these challenges is suicide. So at the end of this video, or when we're done here, go check out, you know, the comment section, the description section. And there's a heartfelt message there from Martin Miller. Phone numbers that you can call, website that you can surf, get information. Seek the help you all have earned and deserve. Troops, Legionnaires, new recruits, Have a nice weekend. At the ready, hold the line. Take care.